Hey guys, I'm in Atlanta for a few days again, and I haven't been reading that much. Like, I literally don't think I picked up a single page of a book last week. So I decided while I was here I'd do a little reading vlog because I don't have really much plans. So I'm gonna do this, finally get back into reading this week. I read all of Heartstopper Volume 1 yesterday, which was like literally the 8th, 9th, 10th reread. I was gonna film it, but like literally I sat down in the same sitting, I finished it. So there was nothing to film. This might be familiar from like 2 and 3 vlogs ago when I got this book and I started it, and it was, like, this is one of my most anticipated reads right now, but like the beginning was so slow. Like, it literally took getting to like the page 150 for me to like get into it. I feel like the first 150 pages were very much, I don't know, like I love the writing, I love the pacing. It was just, we weren't really getting any romance, and I felt like I really reached for Ashley Poston's books as like a lit fic with romance in it, but I feel like we weren't getting that much lit fic. Like, it was kind of like a plot. Even the plot was just kind of, I don't know, like it was interesting, the plot points that we were getting, but I was like, where are we going from here? Because I think I can see where we're going from here, but we're not hitting those points yet. Like, it's been 150 pages and nothing's really happened. But last night I read like 3 or 4 chapters and we finally like got more into it, and I'm having fun. So I'm gonna read this. I also brought Harry Potter because I was like, you know what, anytime you're in a book slump, or I just know, just anytime you need comfort or something, I always revert back to my children, which are Heartstopper and Harry Potter. So brought that. I also think I'm gonna go to the bookstore either tonight or tomorrow, so Barnes trip, which will be exciting. But yeah, just reading this right now. I just dropped off my little brother at tennis. It was raining earlier and I wanted to sit outside and like watch him while he plays tennis, but all the benches are covered in water, so I'm just gonna sit in the car and look at the nature instead. So that kind of sucks, but at least like sunroof. Oh, you literally can't see that, but like I see the raindrops up here and like the sky, so like that's pretty at least. But yeah, hey guys, I have a little book haul because, as y'all saw, we went to Barnes & Noble's yesterday. Don't mind the back. I still haven't unpacked because it's only a few days. I got a little haul and I am very excited. These are some books that I've been really wanting to read recently, and one that I've really wanted to read for like 3 years now. So I'm very happy to have it, and that is first and foremost In the Lives of Puppies by TJ Klune. This is the author of The House in the Cerulean Sea, which still today one of my favorite books of all time. It's just so whimsical and sweet and has such a lovely message. Basically, what I've deemed from the premise of this book and the rest of TJ Klune's books that I've like read the back of is that they're all quite similar in the sense that it's like mystery, nope, fantasy, sci-fi, but that's kind of like not actually the main element of the plot. The main element is kind of like we're getting this very kind of, I guess, obvious moral of the story. They're like YA kind of, I feel like they're books that make you feel like a kid again. Like the House in the Cerulean Sea was this man, Linus, I believe, messes up something at work. So basically he gets sent to check up on this orphanage. Now this orphanage is an orphanage for a bunch of like monster kids. I forgot what they like call them, but they're monsters. Like we literally have the Antichrist, we have like a blob, we have like scary and like bad creatures, and basically in this world like we keep them separate, and there's a bunch of like see something say something posters up in the town for like, oh my god, if you see anything like bad, like let us know, because like it's definitely because of these like evil monster kids or whatever. Basically the whole moral of the story is that like they're just kids. Like yeah, he's the Antichrist, but he just wants to go play baseball. Leave him be, give him a little hug, and he's good. Like it's very precious and heartfelt. And this one is a bunch of robots and their inventor, and I think one of the robots is like captured or something, and so they have to go like save him, and it's just like a cute story about that. Also, it has really lovely straight edges. I'm just very excited. Like TJ Klune's writing is adorable, and the covers are stunned, and I'm just very excited. So this is number one. This is probably the one, I don't know, I'm like very excited for all of them, so I can't say whether I'm most excited for this one, but I really definitely want to read the rest of his books. And he has a series out now. I think there's 3 books so far. I don't know if that's the finish of it, but that's the first book. Then we have Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I don't know if you guys saw a video a few videos back, but I read, oh my god, what is it called? It's not Nora Goes Off Script, it's the other Annabelle Monaghan. Literally the one that I read and I loved. I gave 4.75 stars to. Can't remember what it's called. This Time Next Summer? No, I remember it was a book title that I was like, this sounds really similar to the second Summer I Turned Pretty book, but it's not the same title. It's different, but maybe that's the title. My bad for forgetting that, but it's just like all jumbled in my head. But basically Annabelle Monaghan, so far what I've heard about like her books in general and what I read in that book, is an exceptional writer and basically writes like women's fiction, but there's like romance that ties together, and like it's all cute and bubbly and nice, but like there's a really deeper meaning and storyline going on behind. And I just love a women's fiction. Like genuinely, I think just like lit fic, women's fic is like probably my favorite genre. It's just, it's so good, and it just makes you feel so much. And the right, like literally, I feel like there's no way, I literally might bump that book up to a 5-star because I think about it constantly and I love it so much. I just like rarely give, because this is like a romance book. I wouldn't necessarily put it in that genre. I would put it more in women's fic, but it is a romance novel, and there's just like that prejudice in the back of my head that's like, romance novel can't be 5-star, babes. Maybe she is, because she's so good. But I'm really excited about this one. I don't like reading the premise of romance novels if I don't know them already, so I actually don't know what it's about, and I would like to keep it that way until I read it definitely soon. And then last but not least is Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I've heard tons about this book, but what really got me to want this book was I recently watched a video by one of my favorite booktubers, Sarah Crowley, and she read this book and she just absolutely adored it, and like the way she explained it was like so intriguing, because once again, women's fiction. This is about 2 girls who are best friends, and like it's split into parts, and each part is a different decade. So it starts with the 70s and the 80s. I don't know if we get into the 2010s or just the 2000s, but like around then. Like it's a large chunk of their life, and it's just like the progression of their friendship and like stuff that happens. She's a big book. She is, oh, she's not even 500 pages. That's so fine. But yeah, I am very excited to read this. I really want to read The Nightingale by Kirsten Hanna and The Women, and she has 2 other books that I haven't heard anything about, but I'm sure they're also really good. So yeah, I am very excited about this. I know at least The Nightingale and The Women are historical fictions. This one isn't. Well, it goes back to the 70s, but it's not like a historical fiction. It's just like women's fiction that happens to be set a little bit back in time. But yeah, I am very excited to read this one. Those are my books. I am still reading a novel love story, and I am eating it up now. Like, I am really eating it up. I'm going to the pool today with like my aunt and cousin, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done, but hopefully I finish a novel love story while I'm here, because I want to finish a book here and for this video. Like, it feels wrong to not finish a book, or at least read a few books in a book vlog, but reading vlog. But yeah, I have like a little over 100 pages left. Like, I really want to read it, but we will see how far I get. Those are the bookies. Okay, see you guys when I'm hopefully reading. It's so good.